We're just getting to that tail end of the fall season. Very exciting time with winter season just around the corner and winter teams practicing that beginning just this past Friday. So we have what is commonly known as the overlap. Very exciting time. But we'll talk fall right now. I did neglect to mention that the golf team did compete in New England's last weekend, actually Sunday and Monday of last week, so it kind of overlapped a couple of periods. They did finish 37th out of 38th. Hey, they were not last, thank goodness for MCLA. Their season done. We'll talk about them again in the spring. Now on to the other teams that competed this past week. We'll start with cross country, competing in the NESCAC Championship hosted by Connecticut College down at Harkness State Park in Waterford. Team not coming through with quite the performance that we would have liked. Both teams finishing 10th out of 11. Top performer for the women, as it has been all season, Libby Lazari finishing 30th out of 126. So she was in the top 25%. Good performance for her. Coach Crook is hoping she might be able to step it up just a little bit when New England's come along, possibly being able to qualify for nationals. NESCAC, the strongest group of competing teams in the region, normally get 2 or 3, maybe even 4 qualifying teams for nationals. That's going to open up some spots for individuals to make it, and hopefully if Libby can be maybe top 7 out of the individuals not on qualifying teams, she may be able to sneak in there. We'll have to see. It usually doesn't go past 25 or so in the rankings at the end of the race to see who goes. On the men's side, a good pack of performance by Taylor Titcomb, Keith Conway, and Reed Hawkins finishing 40th, 50th, and 55th, all within about 30 seconds of each other. So at least in the top half of NESCAC, but not strong enough to get the team in the top half as a team. So their last race, they're going to probably bypass the ECACs coming up this weekend, and their next race will be up at Southern Maine for the New England Championships, where again, hopefully Libby might have a chance to qualify. We'll see what the teams can do as a team entity. So that takes care of cross country. Now the teams that have finished up their seasons. Field hockey did a really nice job at Conn College, winning their regular season finale with a 3-1 victory. Hannah Pappert with a goal and an assist to help lead the attack. Very consistent scoring all year long from Hannah Pappert, Blair Ingram, and Amber Bruckner. You know, they basically scored about 80% of the points for the Cardinal field hockey team. Good solid goaltending in a first-year start for Sarah Grundy. Held Amherst in the NESCAC first-round tournament game to just 1 goal with 10 saves. The Wesleyan Amherst game, which was the 1-8 game, was the closest of the 4 contests played during the NESCAC tournament. 3 goals separated all the other teams during that tournament. Wesleyan held number 1 Amherst to just 1 goal, but unfortunately couldn't get the equalizer. So their season done 6-9 overall. They were 4-6 in NESCAC, respectable. Volleyball finished overall 8-15. They were 2-8 in the NESCAC, as we expected. Those 4 5-set losses in NESCAC play, Trinity and the 3 main schools, came back to haunt the Cardinals. 1 victory in any of those 4 matches, and they would have qualified for the NESCACs. As it was, they fell out because they tied with both Bates and Colby at 2-8, and Bates and Colby had both beaten them, so they were left out in the tie-breaking procedure. But solid performances all year, mainly by the seniors. Kim Farris, Kate Senefani, Monica Leslie, solid hitting, blocking, serving, mostly all year long, very consistent play. And Claire Larson, mostly on the setting, did a very nice job. And the newcomer at the libero position, Rachel Savage, a good addition to the squad. So they're going to lose a lot with those 3 seniors going by, but we'll see what Coach Lackey can do to try and build them back up for next year. Women's soccer had a very exciting performance to qualify for the NESCAC tournament, down 2-0 to Conn College in the regular season finale. All hopes looked lost to even qualify. They were in 7th place to start. A loss in that game, they wouldn't have made it. Came back, got a great goal from Victoria Matthews, who bombed one for about 25 yards out. Hard shot from the right side, buried it in the back of the net, making it 2-1. And with 10 minutes to go, a nice play where Sarah Silla centered a ball and a great slide onto the ball by Marissa Yang to push the ball past the Conn goalie and get the game tied. It went through overtime, stayed tied, but that 1 point was enough to get Wesleyan into the NESCACs as the 7th seed. Went up to Williams, whom they had only lost to 1-0 at home in overtime. But Williams scored twice in the first 5 minutes of the game before Wesleyan really got its mojo going. Cardinals played them even the rest of the way, ended up losing 3-1. But again, a nice job. Unusual record for the team at 2, 7, and 6. A lot of ties, 5 of them in the NESCAC, so they were the equal of most of the teams that they played, but just not enough points to really propel them, and a little light in the goal scoring department. So That takes care of 5 of the teams that competed. We've got great representation here from both football. What can we say? I'll let them do all the talking. We're Little 3 champions, first time in 43 years. Men's soccer with a couple of 1-0 victories over Conn College, regular season finale, and the NESCAC tournament. They're heading up to Amherst this weekend. Take on Williams in the 2-3 game. It's going to be a great time. Little 3 all together up at Amherst again for NESCAC's 3 of the 4 teams in the Final Four. It's going to be a barn burner, and we're hoping for the best.
Well, thank you so much.